Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, Managing Partner with Levinson and Associates. With me today, we have Joseph Loughran, our Marketing Vice President. And then, of course, we have two special guest speakers that are going to join us in about 10 minutes here. So, just a few things that I wanted to mention before we dive in here. So today's presentation is all about Minnesota Life / Securian, okay? I know a lot of you on the call have heard about Minnesota Life, or maybe were contracted prior to the call. And, we always had this carrier on our docket list, in our toolbox, if you will. But what just recently changed is we have moved them up to our core carrier list. Okay, as you know, we are a true brokerage life IMO with almost 100 insurance carriers on board, but we only have a handful of core companies. These are companies that we work directly with, okay, which obviously is always better for you, commission-wise, service-wise, and everything else. And the core companies are our real go-tos, okay? In other words, if you need a whole life quote or indexed UL or term with living benefit, whatever the case is, we always want to look at our core carriers first. And then, of course, we have our B, C, and D companies as go-tos if the core company doesn't fit. So Minnesota Life was always in our toolbox, so to speak, and just recently we moved them up to our core carrier list. And it's really because, A, they're A+ rated, which is always excellent. That's with AM Best. And also, they have to fit these certain niches. We don't want to have any overlapping going on. We don't want a Burger King and McDonald's on the same corner. So recently, with their new non-med underwriting, their very competitive whole life, their indexed UL, their great term products, living benefits they have now, they have some real neat marketing pieces and programs built around business owners, life insurance, estate planning, looking at life insurance as a retirement income plan, some really neat marketing tools that I know our agents will love. So because of all this wrapped up in one pretty package, we wanted to reintroduce Minnesota Life to all of our field force on today's presentation. They have some stuff that you're going to love. Okay, and I know we sent out a few marketing pieces, and one of those marketing pieces spoke about their non-smoking health class. Okay, this is for smokers that are, let's say, very occasionally like to have a cigarette. Okay, now there are some requirements there, but they can qualify for non-tobacco with Minnesota Life. That is huge. Now, we have a few other carriers that have similar programs, but nothing spells it out like Minnesota Life. This is a huge plus for that prospect that has an occasional cigarette. So again, huge leg up versus your competing agents out there in the field. So that's just one little hint. We're going to dive into everything. But again, sit back, take out a pen and paper, jot down any notes, questions, comments that might come up. And then what we're going to do is when the call is over, okay, you can email us, pick up the phone, call us anytime. If you want to leave some comments, go to our Facebook page. The Levinson Facebook page is a great place to share, review. We want to hear about everything, good and bad, always. Okay, so we'll save that till the end of the call. Because of the number of attendees, we have a closed line, okay? This is a record number for us for 2018, so we're very, very proud of that. So me and Joe are going to talk about some of the new additions, changes, technology here at Levinson, and then we're going to introduce our feature presenters of today's training. So real quick, as you know, we are known for our value add platform. That's called iGenius. This is what makes us different from our competitors out there in the field. So as we know, most of the IMOs are out there marketing, hey, we pay the best commissions, we have the best service, and we have the best products. Well, as we all know, that doesn't do much good if you have nobody to talk to, right? No leads, no prospects. You can have a 220% commission contract, but if you have no one to sell to, it's going to do us no good. So yes, we have those three things, which are crucial, but we also have a turnkey iGenius sales platform that all of our agents get free access to. So a few of the new additions for 2018 is the brand new iGenius exclusive Index Universal Life sales software. Now, this is a tool that you have never seen before. It is brand new to the industry, brand new to Levinson. We are rolling this out in January. This month, you'll see this introduced in about a week to 10 days, and it is the iGenius IUL sales software presentation system, a game changer for any IUL sales. The brand new iGenius lead program. First time ever, we've introduced an exclusive final expense and mortgage protection lead program. That webinar is on the 16th. If you want to make a note, that's January 16th, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to roll that out officially. And then what we did is we built a new website, right? And, you know, the first question that comes out of every agent's mouth is, hey, what lead programs do you have? Or what do you have that I can use to generate leads? So we decided to come out with our own website called LevinsonLeadProgram.com. Okay, if you want to jot that down, that will be introduced and launched next week. That is a go-to hub where you can go to find out everything that's hot about generating your own leads, or if you want to participate in one of our co-op lead programs. So that is just about done. We have built that just for the Levinson agents. Also, Agency Automator version 2, that's kind of like our own CRM tool on steroids, if you will, built just for life and annuity agents. We made that bigger and better. We're going to introduce version 2 also in late January. This is all new for 2018, folks. We have been working hard trying to get all of this launched for early 18, and I think we've done just that. We put together, we call them peak sales training events that you'll see at the end of the webinar. We have a live, in my opinion, one of the best trainers or presenters in the industry. We're going to talk all about Joe Ross and the dates when he's going to present to at the Levinson agents. Case status portal updates. Now everybody should be using Broker Gear. This is built into our website, CarrieLevinson.com. You can just click in Broker Gear and you'll have, it's called single sign-on access, where you use your same username and password to get in, but you won't have to type anything in once you're logged into the website. We made this bigger and better for you. This is where you can access all of your case information, all of your licensing information, non-resident appointments. You can see what premium just paid, so you know what kind of commissions and bonus that you're getting at the end of the month. Everything is updated in real time and accessible 24/7 from anywhere in the world. That is huge. If you have any problem logging in, just let us know, and we will make sure you have the correct username and password. On the bottom there, we're always focused on faster processing and issue timelines. That's the name of the game. We put together a new study group that meets weekly, okay, and all of our case managers are involved. We have some new technology we're rolling out this year that is going to help those processing times, which obviously gets you paid faster, which is the name of the game, as we all know. Okay, this is our brand new iGenius IUL software that we are rolling out next week. Now, what's neat about this system, if you host any seminars or webinars to prospects, okay, this gives you all the PowerPoint slides and presentations that you need to sell indexed UL and explain it to a client in layman's terms. There's built-in client brochures. There's a custom proposal that makes for an easy one-pager, and it's very easy for your client to understand the difference between, let's say, their current investment product, 401k, even annuity, versus what this IUL looks like as far as penalties, advantages, death benefit, premium dollars going in, coming out, loans, withdrawals, etc. This makes it very easy, breaks it all down for you and your client. So it's kind of like a complete turnkey sales system for indexed UL. But I will say this, okay, we launched the system about a year ago. This is light years ahead, totally different. We didn't update it. We didn't make changes. This is from the ground up, a complete new IUL sales software system that I know our agents are going to love. And once again, this gives you a huge leg up versus the competing agents out there in the field. You know, that's the name of the game for us. It's easy to go out there and get a contract and market these great commissions and products, but what makes us unique is we want to make sure that you have all of the tools that you need to go out and be successful. Okay, you need something to talk about. When your client says, hey, tell me more, we want to make sure you have all of the latest technology on your laptop, on your tablet, on your iPhone, so you can literally turn your phone around and say, hey, this is exactly what you were looking for. This is the breakdown. This is the best product, price-wise, underwriting-wise. Here is the electronic app. I can sign you up instantly, and you are done. That's the name of the game, and it's our job to make sure that you have all of the right tools to be successful, especially today in 2018 and moving into the future. Okay, the brand new iGenius Lead Program rolling out for this year. Very excited about this. The reason why this program was exclusive to AIG Direct and Gerber Direct for many, many years. So that contract expired the end of last year. A friend of mine owns this company, and he opened this up to the first brokerage IMO, which is us. And as long as we do a good job, it will never go outside of us. So what I love about this program, every single lead is verified and qualified by their in-house call center in South Florida. Okay, 48 states available. You can target leads by county. They're seeing about a 30% closing ratio. That is huge, okay? And the average on a good day, you can generally see about 10 to 20%. With this program, they're at 30% with our pilot agents right now. This is 100% exclusive. The lead prices are on the bottom there. That's co-op, so we pay for part of this. You get 1 to 6 free leads with every order, depending on the size. We're going to go over this in its entirety on the 16th. That's next Tuesday. Make sure you're on that webinar. The host is actually the owner of the company. We'll be on with him, and we'll go over everything from A to Z. Joe's going to talk about 2 other tools and technology that we are launching, and then we're going to introduce our feature presentation. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So we're really excited about the brand new Levinson mobile app. This rolled out just before the new year. The great thing is, whether you're using an Android-based phone or an Apple phone, you can download this app and use it now. Not only are you able to go into the app, run quotes, you can even do e-applications through the mobile app. You can also access one of our online underwriting tools where you can actually enter in the client's medical information, and it will tell you which carrier to quote that client with, what the potential rating is, what the premium is, and you can even go right into that e-application system. We've also added calculators, even some additional annuity quote engines on this app, so that's available today. I definitely recommend to download this. One of the other great things about the Levinson mobile app is it actually has a button that you can access our Agency Automator CRM platform. So for those agents that are currently not using the Agency Automator system, I'll give you a quick rundown of what it is. There's actually 2 sides to the Agency Automator platform, but it is a customer relationship management tool. We built it from the ground up. It took us about 18 months from start to finish. It is available now. This really has 2 sides. The first side helps you manage all of your existing clients and prospects, so that if you have a client that needs an annual policy review, or maybe is approaching a conversion deadline, or maybe just needs a quick follow-up to make sure that you close that term policy or remind them about that universal life quote, or maybe even just want to send the client a happy holiday or an automated birthday email, this system will do all that for you. In addition to that, there is an email library that actually has close to 2,000 different email templates. You can go into that system. You can actually market disability products, long-term care, life insurance, annuity products, any of the different product lines that we support, we have an email template and several that are available at your fingertips. That's the first side. The second side is actually the prospecting tool. So this system allows you to access every single month 1,000 new prospects. And what you can do is you can go into the system. There's actually two different databases. There's a business database, which has just under 7 million records, and there's also an individual database. And you can go in and plug in your zip code, set maybe a 20 or 30 mile radius, and tell the CRM platform you want to see prospects within a 20-mile radius that are between the ages of 45 and 65, that have an average annual income of $100,000, that own a home, that are married, and you can even get as specific as their net worth. So whether you're marketing to annuity prospects or term life insurance clients, we have every single one of those email templates. And again, agents are using this on a monthly basis to reach local prospects in their area, regardless of what type of product they're selling. So version 2.0 is coming out this month, which not only includes some additional updates, but you actually will have your own virtual assistant. So you can get into your CRM platform, start up a conversation with the virtual assistant, and actually give them instructions on what emails you want to put together, what prospecting lists you want to put together. They will do all the work behind the scenes for you and generate all that new lead activity. So we're definitely excited about version 2.0, again, which is rolling out at the end of this month.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. So I hope everyone now can agree with us. Do you now see the value add and the time and resources that we've put into this iGenius platform to help differentiate you from the competing agents out there in the field? And keep in mind, we're not going to stop here. Our promise to you is we're constantly going to make this platform bigger and better for our agents, okay? And you will see new tools, new technology constantly rolling out to the Levinson field force. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to talk about our latest carrier that we've added to the core carrier Levinson rollout. That's Minnesota Life. And we have Michael Barada, who's our VP at Minnesota Life, and Ellen Kuselek, who's our internal sales manager. So without further ado, Mike's going to take it from here.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Joe. And hi, folks. My name is Mike Barada. I am the Sales Vice President at Minnesota Life in services Levinson and Associates. And thank you for spending some time with us to introduce Minnesota Life and our product suite. We at Minnesota Life recognize Levinson as a leading cutting-edge firm that offers services, solutions, and tools to the agent population, assisting you to produce more effectively. We at Minnesota Life share the vision of Levinson and are excited about our partnership to provide the best customer and agent experience in the marketplace. I believe you'll see our culture at Minnesota Life is very similar to that of Levinson Associates, providing customer service and tools to assist you in your practice. We have a set of slides that we're going to end up coming up here. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce Ellen Kuselek, one of our longtime marketing professionals over at Minnesota Life. So, Ellen.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Good afternoon. Thank you all for taking some time out of your afternoon to learn a little bit more about Minnesota Life. Today we are going to spend a little bit of time going over the background of the company and who we really are, and then looking at some underwriting niches and some new programs that we have available there, spending a little bit of time doing a high-level product overview, and then a bit more time talking about all of the neat tools and resources that we do have available for you as well. So just a little bit about us. At first glance, we are an insurance company with a mutual tradition extending back over 135 years. We're a highly rated insurance company, and our distribution philosophy is really that of we want to earn your business. We work hard to make sure that our service is exceeding what you're expecting, and if you are having problems, we want to listen and hear so that we can make sure your business with us is flowing through just as easily as it should. In the last 3 years, we have been ranked either number 1 or 2 in accumulation IUL sales. And some people don't really realize how large we are. We have over $1 trillion of life insurance in force with us currently. And as a company, we're consistently recognized as an excellent workplace locally and nationally, from Computer World, Information Week, the Minneapolis-St. Paul Business Journal, Best Places to Work, and then the Star Tribune, which is our local paper, Top Workplaces. We moved into the independent space in 2006. That year, we did $114,000 in sales. Just in 2017, we finished up just shy of $120 million in sales from a target premium standpoint. So Securian Financial Group, we're really more than just a life insurance company. We also offer services through our wealth management group, which is where our internal broker-dealer is held and various other areas. Group insurance, we're actually the third largest group insurer in the U.S. Our financial institution group, that's working with banks and credit unions. We have a large retirement area. And then asset management, our affiliate, Advantage Capital Management, manages our general account assets as well as investments for institutions and other insurance carriers. And then, of course, there's a flagship, individual life insurance, Minnesota Life and Securian Life. Securian Life is our New York insurer. Our consistently high ratings from independent rating agencies reflect our stability, our integrity, and our long-term focus and commitment to maintaining a strong balance sheet. As you can see on the screen ahead of you, in front of you, we're at an A+ with AM Best, an A+ with Standard & Poor's, a AA with Fitch, and an A3 with Moody's. Our Comdex rank is a 92, and here on the screen you can see how we compete with our peers. Those that are highlighted in red are the mutual companies, the white are the stock companies. And then just a little bit more about us as a company. Our community giving mission is to enhance the quality of life and vitality of our community by investing in nonprofit organizations that make a positive difference and advance the common good. This is a really big piece of who we are at Securian. Throughout our 137-year history, we have made giving a priority. In the past 10 years, we've given more than $25 million in cash gifts to our community, when including in-kind gifts and the volunteerism of individuals in the corporation. Our giving totals nearly $37 million since 2007. And on the screen, you can just see a little bit of outline, but this is a large part of who we are. And now the biggest piece, and probably the most exciting piece for me, is our policyholder treatment story. And this is really why I come and do my job every day. Our mutual roots date back to our founding in 1880. In 1998, we reorganized under a mutual holding company structure. This combined the advantages of a mutual company with the financial flexibility of a stock company. We've maintained our mutual heritage, but we keep offering the financial flexibility necessary to help meet your needs and those of our policyholders. Meeting the needs of our clients is our primary focus. Because we're not publicly traded, we don't have to meet the demands of the Wall Street. We're not under pressure to deliver short-term incremental returns that come with the undue risk. And then we're creating value for our policyholders, and serving their long-term interests are our priority. This really distinguishes us in the financial services industry and really further strengthens our focus on policyholders. This is probably my favorite slide of this entire presentation because it helps kind of bring everything back together. As I had stated earlier, we're really committed to keeping our promises to our policyholders. These are stats from 2016. I don't have last year's currently, but every policyholder is important to us. In 2016, we paid over $329 million in claims to 2,669 families. It didn't matter if the claim was over $10.5 million or a mere $117. So our largest claim was $10.5 million, and our smallest was $117. We didn't care that the coverage had been in place for 35 years or just 3 months, and if the individual was 100 or 18 years old. And then really where we are, the biggest piece of this is that we really do treat our policyholders like partners. When clients purchase one of our policies, it's not only backed by a company with experience and financial strength, it's backed by a company that believes in treating policyholders like partners. We understand the importance of treating our loyal policyholders well, and we demonstrate our commitment to them by offering new agreements and policy features when available year after year. One of the most significant agreement enhancements was when we added a performance function to our death benefit guarantee agreement. We'll talk about that here in a little bit more detail when we get into the products. But this is a secondary guarantee that goes on a IUL, so it is a protection focus. We made this agreement available to our new policyholders, those that took out new Eclipse Protector policies, but we also enhanced all of the existing Inforce Eclipse Protector policies as well that had just the straight death benefit guarantee agreement on them. So we replaced it with this new guaranteed agreement. By upgrading those policies with this new agreement, 28% of those Eclipse Protector clients with the old guarantee received an immediate increase in their death benefit. That's a really big piece, is we want to make sure that they know that they're just important to us as those that are taking out policies today. For instance, our caps that we have on all of our index products, the caps that you see are exactly what our Inforce policyholders are seeing as well. So we've made quite a few agreements available to existing policyholders as well. When we rolled out Eclipse, which was our flagship product in 2006, it had one loan function, one index account, one death benefit option. So all those changes that we've made to the policy over time, we've made available to our Inforce policyholders as well. And now just briefly a little bit about underwriting. Bill did mention earlier, probably our biggest niche, we'll get into in a minute, but just real quickly, our underwriting vision really is to deliver innovative solutions, competitive underwriting, and remarkable service. Some things about our underwriting department is that we do our own research and development. Underwriters are immersed in this, as well as the 2 doctors that we have on staff. What's nice about the doctors that we have is they don't make the underwriting decisions. That's all in the hands of the underwriter. What the doctors are there to do is for the underwriters to consult with, and they really help us with our R&D and gathering information from the field. Both of our doctors maintain a private practice, which helps to keep them current in the marketplace, really, and then helps us because we now have access to information from organizations like the Mayo Clinic and Johns Hopkins. Another piece about our underwriting is every relationship has a assigned underwriter. You will know who your underwriters are for Levinson and Associates. If there's a big case coming in or something you're not sure of, something doesn't make sense, you can work with Levinson and we have direct access to the underwriter to run that case by them. Or if there's an issue while the case is going on, maybe there's a financial issue that has it stuck, that phone is available, that underwriter is available for just picking up the phone and walking through that and hopefully coming up with a solution faster than those back and forth emails. And that way it helps you to build a relationship with them as well. Some of our current underwriting sweet spots, I'm going to just leave these up on the screen for you guys to look at. But as Bill was mentioning earlier, tobacco, that is really a strong niche for us. Those casual cigar users on the golf course, the girlfriends that go out twice a year and each have a cigarette, those types of things, you can actually get best class non-tobacco as long as you have a negative specimen. The other nice piece is our build charts are for both genders, so it's very favorable, especially for females. In addition to our preferred credit guidelines, so if you have someone that has maybe an extra speeding ticket, so that would knock them out of preferred, but their build is good and their cholesterol is good, we can actually give them credits that could bring them back into that preferred class. Some examples of though where we're not going to be top of the pack, and that's our highly rated builds. So once you get over standard, we are not as competitive. And then any cases where you have a combination of heart disease and diabetes. So probably the most exciting piece for underwriting is our Right Fit program. So what is Right Fit? What's our goal with this accelerated underwriting method? Basically, we're customizing underwriting by requiring labs when we need them and eliminating those requirements when we don't. And we're taking a holistic approach to underwriting by looking at a variety of readily available data, which we're able to quickly review and determine whether or not your client needs the exams, labs, etc. The benefits of the program: clients approved through RightFit will experience less invasive, streamlined process. Their application will ultimately be approved faster, which allows you to deliver it faster and get paid faster, which is really an overall improved experience for both you and your client, and truly can be a differentiator in the marketplace. We've been piloting this program since 2016. It went live in late 2016. Since we've been doing this, we've accelerated hundreds of cases. Of those cases that are accelerated, the average age of a RightFit client is 37. The average face amount is about $575,000. And then the approval rate is 50%. This presentation is a little bit outdated because last I talked to underwriting, it's actually closer to 60%, which means that over half of the applications that we get through the RightFit program are being approved without labs, and we're actually approving those in 48 hours or less once the client completes a phone interview. And then with this approval rate, it doesn't mean that the 50% that don't go through RightFit are declined. Those just actually move back into the traditional underwriting process. So it's a seamless process for the client. And here you will see are the guidelines. For single product life, ages 18 to 54, for $0 to $1 million, they are eligible for our RightFit program. This can get a standard or better rating. If they are looking like we can't get them to standard, we will move them into traditional. And it doesn't mean that they're going to be table rated if they move into traditional. Maybe there's a case where the client has something going on that just with the information provided in the tele-interview an underwriter can't get to standard. But if they move them back in traditional, order one APS, they can get them a preferred rating. So it doesn't mean your client's going to be rated. It just means we need more information. You can see there's a little bit of a breakdown. We have a RightFit Express program. What RightFit Express is actually just you're required for face amounts in this area on the product shown to send the policy through RightFit. We don't have paper applications accepted on these. So we're looking at term products priced under $250,000 for clients 54 or below. Our whole life, we have two different whole lives, but those are looking at $250,000 or less on our protection focused and $100,000 or less on our accumulation focus. And then our Orion IUL, which is our accumulation focused IUL, those clients ages up to 54 must come through RightFit Express as well. 55 and above, though, we do allow paper applications on Orion, which is different than some of the others. So there's the three underwriting methods. There's RightFit, RightFit Express, and traditional. And then which path your client goes down really depends on the factors, those shown on the screen, and then really what type of client you have and the experience you want to have with them. But remember, these are done on the eApp platform through IGO, very easy to navigate. And the nice part is once you enter your client's age, the product, and the face amount, the eApp will guide you right through the rest of the process and only show you the information relevant to your client. So it really helps streamline the process and make sure your your applications are in good order when they come into the home office. All right, now we will do a review of our product suite. On the screen in front of you are all of the products that we do offer. Those in the yellow box are accumulation focused, and those in the blue box are blue, protection focused. They're blue, sorry. If they have a check mark, those are available with our executive benefits program. We won't get into a lot on that today, but that is something we can definitely talk about more in the future. Just one, are very committed to our product delivery process. We launch a new feature or product at least once a quarter. This really helps keep us relevant and then adjust to the marketplace. The marketplace is constantly changing these days. And then other thing is we're always looking for ideas from our field. That's where we've gotten some of the bulk of our enhancements. All those ideas have come from the field. So we truly value your input, and we're committed to making this a successful relationship. So any of those ideas you have, please let us know. We want to know what you're seeing. You guys are the ones that are seeing everything. So this year, our very first quarterly release will be term, and we'll talk more about that once we get into the term aspect. But first, let's take a look at our UL product suite. We have quite a few UL products. They're really divided into accumulation focused and protection focused, both single life and joint life, and then our multi-life, which fits into our executive benefits. On our single life accumulation focus, we have our Orion, which is our newest IUL, our Eclipse IUL, which is our flagship IUL, and then the Omega Builder. For joint life, we have the Eclipse Survivor. And then on the protection focus side, we have our Eclipse Protector and our Eclipse Survivor Pro. Some of the accumulation index life competitive advantages are our high caps. We currently have a 12.5% cap in our S&P 500, and then the 0% floor. We have a premium deposit account agreement. This is available in almost every state, not in New York currently. What this allows you to do is if a client has a large sum of money they want to put into a policy, instead of putting it in as a single pay, we can take that money, put a portion of it in, and then spread the rest of that money out over 3 to 11 years. This way the client receives interest on that money, and it's automatically moved into the account every year on the policy anniversary. It's a very nice feature. We have flexible loan provisions. We have 3 different types of loans that we offer, and we have early cash value riders. We have those that are available to everyone, the ones that waive the surrender charges, and then we have those that are more in line for the BOLI or the COLI space. All right, some of our protection index life competitive advantages is we have a performance death benefit guarantee agreement. What the performance death benefit guarantee agreement does is every year we will look at your accumulation value in your policy and compare it to the account that holds that guarantee. If that accumulation value is higher, we ratchet up that guarantee account value. What that does is it can do actually a number of things. It can extend the length of your guarantee. It can increase the amount of your guarantee, or it can make it so you don't have to pay, the client doesn't have to pay premiums anymore. We have very competitive caps on our protection focus. The premium deposit account is also available there. And then there are no 1035 restrictions when using a secondary guarantee. So you're not limited to how much money you can put in if it's 1035. There are some restrictions with single pay out-of-pocket funds, though. Our newest IUL, and probably our most competitive, is our Orion IUL. This is really a product that was optimized for accumulation when it's max funded, and we're going to reward your client for max funding that policy. It also has the income protection flex agreement. This allows you to spread the death benefits out over an installment instead of making a lump sum payment. What this does is help increase the accumulation value in your policy, making it really good for those clients that want to borrow from their policies during their retirement years. There are 3 different loans and some really new loans, types of loans in our Orion IUL. So we have participating loans, both variable and indexed, that are available after year 1. And then the no net cost fixed loan. So this is our first product where we actually have a fixed loan that in policy year 11, it's a true wash loan. So we charge you 3% and we're going to credit you 3% in years 11 plus. I'm sorry, we charge you 4% and we'll credit you 4% in years 11 plus. In years 1 through 10, we'll charge you 4% and credit you 3%. We also have a short-term interest-free policy loan. This is a policy loan that a client can take out, and if paid in full in 90 days, we will not charge them any interest. And that's an option they have available to them once per month. Really a nice feature for business owners. And then we have 6 indexed account options, including an uncapped index, 2 of them actually a 1-year and a 2-year, to maximize crediting potential. And then we have 1 fixed account. Another product that we have is our CareShield Universal Life. This is a product that was really geared more towards long-term care advisors, or those advisors that don't maybe understand all of how the inner workings of life insurance when you're adding chronic illness or terminal illness. So what CareShield is a universal life it's prepackaged with an embedded accelerated death benefit for chronic illness, an accelerated death benefit for terminal illness. It has a return of premium feature. It's capped at 85% of the death benefit. And most carriers with a built-in return of premium feature cap it at 35% or 40%. The policy will either pay the death benefit, or clients can utilize that chronic illness benefit, which is 4%. So that would last them for 2 years. Or they can surrender during that return of premium window and get their money back. And affordability. It may be more affordable than a linked benefit product for middle market families. Most linked benefits require a max payment period of 10 years. CareShield allows you to do a lifetime pay. And it does have a minimum face amount of $50,000. And then speaking of linked benefits, our Secure Care Universal Life was a new product for us in 2017. It's a guaranteed single premium universal life contract with built-in features to pay benefits in the event of needing long-term care. It has 3 guarantees: a guaranteed pool of long-term care benefits, a guaranteed death benefit. Even after exhausting all the policy benefits, a minimum long-term care death benefit will be paid to the beneficiaries of the policy. And finally, a guaranteed return of premium option if the client needs to get their money back. It's a vested schedule, and they can receive 100% of their premium back starting in policy year 6. Traditional long-term care policies and the majority of the linked benefit products available today are reimbursement. This means the client has to submit all of their receipts for services received in order to get their monthly benefit. Securion's very proud to offer a traditional indemnity benefit. So we allow the clients to have informal care, and as long as there is a plan of care in place, we will send them their claim or their money every month without seeing a receipt. We have an extensive list of covered services and benefits ranging from skilled nursing home care to assisted living, all the way to informal care. So you can have a family member or loved one provide care so that the client can stay in their home as long as possible. Another big piece is we offer international benefits to be paid if the client's living abroad. Benefits will be paid at 50% of the monthly maximum, and if it is the only policy in the market that will pay benefits on both the acceleration benefit and the extension of benefit agreements. We'll pay it on both. And then we have a true 90 calendar day elimination period. So this means that from the day the client is certified as being chronically ill, it will only be 90 days until they're able to request their monthly benefits. Many plans offer a 90 service day elimination period, meaning you must receive 90 days of qualified care for that benefit to kick in. So there's 2 additional benefits that can actually be accessed prior to that 90-day, and that's a home modification and caregiver training. If your client needs to put in ramps, railings, shower bars, anything like that, we'll actually pay up to $5,000 for that home modification prior to that elimination period being met. And then if the spouse or a loved one needs training on giving injections or performing a procedure, we'll pay up to $1,000 for that caregiver training. We also offer chronic illness agreement, the accelerated death benefit for chronic illness agreement on select policies. It's actually available on every policy with a UL chassis, with the exception of our joint life. You can have a choice of 2 per 4% monthly maximum benefit. This is also an indemnity plan. You can utilize the benefit for any purpose, including informal care. Your condition does not have to be permanent. That means if you have someone fall and break a hip, they can go on exercise their chronic illness, and then when they're better, they can go back off of claim and save that pool of money for if they need it again in the future. One other thing I wanted to mention, this does have a charge associated with it, so there is a cost to carry it on your policy, but because of that is a true dollar for dollar death benefit reduction, So for every dollar we pay you, you'll see your death benefit. Whereas when you have those chronic illness riders that we're not typically paying for, those have, you're typically seeing about $2.50 reduced from the policy death benefit for every dollar you take in claim, and that's because the charge is being paid on the back end. And our whole life, we have two whole life products, an accumulation focus, which is our secure accumulator, and our protection focus, which is the secure protector. This is a participating product, so dividends are paid on both of them. The minimum face amount for policies with clients ages 0 to 15 is $10,000 on either policy, and then $25,000 for clients ages 16 to 55. And then once we get above 55, on our secure accumulator, we're going to look at a $100,000 minimum. And on our secure protector, we're looking at a $250,000 minimum. It has a customizable premium payment method. So it's not a true pay to 65 or a pay to 11. You can have a client do whatever they want. You can have the policy be paid up in 27 years, 13 years, 9 years, 65 years, age 65. The options are endless. You can completely customize the product to what your client wants. This also qualifies for the right fit underwriting. And the really nice piece about Minnesota Life, and another piece that really sets us apart, is our preferred ratings for juveniles. And whole life is a really nice piece to exercise this with. Our juveniles are given a true preferred non-tobacco rating. It's not a special juvenile class. It's a true preferred rating. Add the guaranteed income agreement or option to it, and that allows that allows the child to, beginning at age 22, increase their death benefit 7 different times throughout the policy. And some of our term competitive advantages. We offer a 5, 10, 15, 20, and 30-year term. You don't see a 5 and 30-year option all that much. These work really well with our Right Fit Express. $250,000 and below are required to come in through Right Fit Express, but that means the policies are used on the e-app. They're in good order. They have a 2 to 3 day turnaround time. Your client doesn't have to do any blood or urine, and they actually can qualify for best class on this. Another really nice feature of our term is our conversion features. We have a conversion credit on our 5-year term. We have high conversion ages, so through age 75 with a minimum of 5 years. And we allow conversion into any permanent products that we're offering at the time of conversion. So if you have a client, you're not pegged into a certain product to convert into. Our whole portfolio is open to you. We also have an additional rider called the Extended Conversion Agreement. That costs 3% of the additional premium, but it does allow the client to convert for the full life of the contract up to age 75 versus the conversion period that is allowed on the products. Our 5, 10, and 15-year products all have a 5-year conversion period option, and our 20 and 30-year have a 10-year conversion option. We also have, which is really sets us apart in the industry, is our chronic illness conversion agreement. This allows clients to lock in their insurability for chronic illness when they're young and healthy. So a client takes out a term policy, they add the extended conversion agreement and the chronic illness conversion agreement. We're going to underwrite them right then and there for that chronic illness so that when they convert, we can just add it right to the policy with no additional underwriting. Another neat feature of our term is our benefit distribution agreement. This agreement provides your clients really a settlement option to receive all or part of the policy's total benefit amount as a guaranteed monthly or annual benefit over a specified installment period. This is a nice way for if you had a client that needs $1 million worth of coverage but can really only afford the payment for $600,000. If they can add the BDA, they're going to receive less or have a lower premium, but that policy is going to be paid out over time. So it's really like an income replacement. they're going to get either an annual check or a monthly check for a specified number of years that will pay them that death benefit. One more thing about term is we just did a large reprice in January of last year. So where we used to be a couple pages back on the spreadsheets, you'll actually now see us on the first page. And in a lot of cells, we're number 1 or 2. So highly competitive. There are some more term repricing changes coming out in February of this year. That's where you'll see some additional decreases in premium amounts as well. It will not be as widespread as it was last year, but it will definitely keep us up there in the competitive landscape. So that is our products. That's a lot of information to take in, I know. And now I just really want to spend a little bit of time talking about our website and some of the really neat options that we have available for you there. So our website resources, we have a lot of tools to help you build your business. We have product illustration software. This allows you to create personalized web-based life product illustrations in a really nice format that is easy to present to your client. We have sales concept presentations. These are sales ideas that are as a wrapper around that illustration. So some of the examples, wealth accumulation, premium or policy choices. So this allows you to put up to 3 policies side by side. Say you're illustrating an IUL and you want to show 3 different interest rates. This allows you to make that change, and then it summarizes it all in a nice presentation for you to walk through with the client. And then we have a variety of calculators available to help. There is how much life insurance is needed. There's so many that I can't even really go through them all. And then advanced marketing. We have an amazing advanced marketing team that has done a lot of really neat turnkey marketing programs. There's our business owner life stage design, which we refer to as BOLD. That is really a turnkey product with everything from soup to nuts to help educate small business owners about various retirement income strategies. We also have EPIC for estate planning. There's retirement solutions in this. There's so much. And the nice piece is not only is this information available on our website that you have to log in to access, we actually have a microsite where all you're doing is indicating you're a financial professional. All of those marketing tools are available. There's forward to counsels, there's sales ideas, there's case studies, there's questionnaires that will help walk you through this process. So we have those available for both our BOLD, which is our business owners, our LIFT, which is life insurance as a financial tool. It's our newest and really works similar to what you would think of as LIRP, life insurance and retirement planning. That has some really nice calculators that allow you the ability to show the client how much life insurance can help offset their tax bracket if they utilize that when they are in retirement as part of their money to live off of. There is EPIC, which is the estate planning that I talked about, and that really looks at estate planning from a different lens than the traditional estate planning that we all think of. We have several different marketing campaigns. There's sales strategies for life. There's postcards that you can use as mailers to clients for when they have a baby, when they're buying a new home, when they have a child going off to college, different things that all help bring to mind different needs for life insurance. We have a whole program on college funding, a human life value. We actually have an app that is available on the Apple Store for that. And then this is also where you can manage your business. The e-app is available here, our life pending business. So that's all your current business going through underwriting. And then you can pull up your Inforce business so you can see how a client's doing with returns. Any paperwork that we would have sent to them, be it a bill, a notice, a beneficiary change confirmation, anything like that is all available right at the tips of your finger. And this is actually also where our compensation portal is located. So you can see where, how much your paychecks are going to be every month. So that was a lot of information. There is so much more I could sit and tell you about, but I also want to just give you that we do have a lot of support available to you as well out in the field. So this is our 800 number. This gets you into a variety of our areas. But the most important one that I want to pay attention to is if you're stuck and you need something and it's after hours or whatever, when you would normally work with Levinson, you can reach out to our case design team. This is our group of 10 associates that are really our front line for agents and BGAs to help be successful. They are our product experts. They can tell you anything and get as deep into the weeds as you need to on a product. And then they also are our illustration experts, so they can run illustrations. One of the really nice pieces and what a lot of people utilize these guys for is you might have an illustration that Levinson ran and you're just about ready to meet with the client and you realize that you put an A in the last name instead of an E. It's showing $600 in an annual premium instead of $650. We have a nice code on the bottom of our illustrations. If you call our case design team and give them that code, they can pull that illustration up, make the change you need, and get it right back out to you. That way you're not trying to reinvent the wheel right before you meet with your clients. So I want to thank you guys all for your time, and I will turn it back over to you, Bill.
That was excellent. That was a lot of information in a short amount of time, and you did a great job. So now I hope everyone understands. Once again, you see all of the niches here, some of the great products and bullets and great rating, great people at the home office. I think all around this makes for a great package and definitely a great addition to the core carriers here at Levinson. Okay, so I have 2 minutes left. I'm going to just talk briefly. Like I was saying earlier, our peak sales training events, we have brought in my opinion, the top trainer in the industry, Joe Ross. We have a recorded version webinar available. If you look at the top there, it was done on November 30th. The topic is life insurance you don't have to die to use. Great session. If you have some time over the weekend, that is available on our website, or just let us know. We'll email you out the recorded version. Number 2, a day after Valentine's Day. This is very, very important now moving into the new year. Okay, lots of changes in the tax environment. And it's very important to see where life insurance fits and doesn't fit and how you can utilize some of these changes and market new products to your clients and prospects. Great training. This is going to make you aware of everything going on right now in the industry. February 15th, 2 p.m. Eastern, a day after Valentine's Day. Joe Ross is going to talk all about these changes and then what products fit best and give you some new marketing material that you can e-blast or mail out at your convenience. But very important, don't miss that call. Session 3 at the bottom, he is one of our keynote speakers at the Levinson Annual Agent Expo. He's going to talk all about unleashing the power of IUL, okay, which also fits in perfect to our new iGenius IUL sales software. So great stuff there. Now, we all know how cold it is, right, in the central of the country right now. It's probably going to get a little bit colder. Great time to get away. April 27th down in sunny South Florida. Make sure you're at our annual Agent Expo. We do this once a year. It's free for everyone. If you're, let's say you're even in California, Nevada, wherever the case is, at $15,000 a premium, okay, we have different qualification numbers. You can qualify for round-trip airfare and a free weekend stay at our beachfront location. If you're within driving distance, obviously it's free for everyone. We encourage you to come down, a day full of sales ideas, listen to some of our keynote. We bring in breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner the night before for the out-of-towners. Definitely a great day to network. You don't want to miss this. April 27th, 2018, a day you don't want to miss. We're going to end with this. Every Tuesday, we have our Positive Tuesday quote on our Levinson Facebook page. Now, it's so important. You hear all these great products and new underwriting niches. Your mind's probably saying, oh, I know this guy or this girl that smokes one cigarette once in a while. Now I can go market preferred best non-tobacco to them, and they're going to want to buy a policy. Your mind is spinning with all these great ideas. keep this momentum, this energy going day in and day out? That's the million-dollar question. So we encourage you to stay motivated. If it's reading some motivational and good energy books, or listening to this new Amazon Audible app. They have these audio books now. Okay, I like to once a week think about great positive quotes. We call it Positive Tuesday. This is our latest Tuesday quote. Waiting for New Year's, a breakup, or getting fired to make a change is complete nonsense. Every day is a new opportunity to change your life for the better. With that said, hope you enjoyed. You're going to get an email today with Minnesota Life licensing, all of the great bullets, brochures that we went over. Please don't hesitate to call with questions, comments, anything. Even if you already have a Minnesota Life contract that you can transfer over to us, and of course qualify for the cash for contracting incentive, and most of the time will beat your commissions, or at the very minimum at least match. Have a great day. Good selling. Take care.